I'm not too familiar with the details in this case. What was the exact reasoning? But I think the mere fact that the French regime has kept him in jail we have to also identify a colonial jail, particularly given the history of France as a colonial power in Lebanon, of course, is due to his stances, to his resistance, and the continuity where, according to the French legal system, he could have been released as early as in the 90s. But the fact that this has not been the case, of course, has very much to do with the fact that he continued to have his principled and moral stance, and continued to communicate outside of prison, continued to inspire people around the world, in not just in our region in Western Asia, but beyond, for the cause of resistance. Of course, I think, if I remember correctly, Mr. Abdallah himself had mentioned, and I don't like to misquote, but as far as I understood, he had mentioned that at one point releasing prisoners is more due to capitalistic reasons, because it would be more expensive to keep them in prison than to actually release them. But it might, of course, also have to do with the broader political situation in which Lebanon is, and more or less at a fragile place. But I think, just to reiterate again, that his release, the welcome that he has received in Lebanon, but also the reactions worldwide from activists, that how he has been praised again, I think just shows very well the continuity of resistance, and that despite having spent, or maybe because of the fact that he has spent 4 decades in prison, continues to lead to some extent, of course, the resistance efforts against the Israeli enemy.